outs like we
Absolutely.
do. Yesterday we had the privilege of doing a fish fry at Chesmar Home. Kyler, how was that fish fry yesterday?
That fish fry was phenomenal, Greg.
What kind of sauce did they have with that fish fry?
Well, they tried to bring a few out there, but I think the only sauce people were using was the fishing sauce.
Pretty smart move.
Oh,
Hey.
and we've got Rob on.
Hey, Rob.
Good morning, people. How are we?
We're feeling pretty good.
Hey, and Rob, are you on Facebook Live? Can you see that you are actually, or a version of you is actually in studio today? Can you see that, Rob?
Well, I can't right now. I'm actually, I'm being nice to my family, and I went outside to talk, so I had turned it off. So I'm sure Greg's probably playing some funny little prank, making me look like a dodo bird, huh?
Well, now, Greg, he would never do anything like that.
We've kind of done this to each other for years. Real quick story. Real quick. I actually once went into a tanning booth. A spray tan, I admit it, one time. And long story short, my wife wanted to see me with the hairnet on, and you do these little poses, right? And she took a picture of me from the backside and sent it to Rob. The worst
I love
move
your wife. I love
you
your
could
wife.
ever do in the world. Anyway, long story short, we went on vacation, and everywhere we went, the backside of me was on a shirt. Every bar we went to, deep sea fishing, the captain had my shirt on. I mean, it was brutal.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
It was brutal.
Yes.
So what I did is I made about 75 shirts, and right before we went on vacation, I sent them everywhere we went. So every time that we went into a restaurant, we went into a bar, we went, fishing, like you said, we went into the hotel, I had the staff wearing it.
Oh, that's genius. That's so genius, Rob. I love it. And there's so much love between you two. Your Match.com story continues. Well, hey, folks, before we'll get into your shout outs, and then I want to make sure that you tell folks where they can get your sauce. I've got people blowing me up on private messenger wanting to know where can they get it and all that kind of stuff. But give your shout outs.
Okay, let's
first,
get those out. Ray, let's give one out to Ray and the whole crew at Chesmar Homes.
Yeah, Ray San Severino.
Very well done.
Woo-hoo!
That last name is pretty good.
Oh, it's a great last name. His son is graduating.
That's what I
in
hear.
The top
Alabama.
10% of his high school graduation class.
Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Great guy. You know what? Great builder. Great people.
Yep.
Just had a fantastic time. The only thing I didn't get yesterday was we looked for him, couldn't find him. We left. Then he calls me and says, "Yeah, what did he say, Kyler?"
I think he was asking if we had already left or not, which I think at this point it was obvious we had. And I think he was offering some beer?
Yeah. He came back and had beer, but I was gone. So either somebody said Greg really likes beer. I don't know. It was just really weird, Ray. We'll have to follow up on that with you.
Any other shout outs?
One more. We got the Fish Shack in Plano and Richardson. If you've never been to the Fish Shack, it is amazing.
We go to the one in Plano. Love it.
The best.
Love it.
Best.
There's nothing on that menu that is not amazing.
I've never had a bad thing there. And
Yes,
Frank,
I agree.
the owner out there, he's just first class. So runs a great shop, great restaurant, and I highly recommend the Fish Shack.
I right there with you. And then, Kyler, do you want to go ahead and tell folks before it gets away from us, because I want you to tell this twice today, how do they get your sauce? How can they order it? Because I've got folks from all over that want to know online about ordering it. Then I've got several folks who shop at Kroger, and they're like, how do I get it at my Kroger? So maybe tell y'all's folks who are pushing it to the different stores, Greg. All the Krogers need to have it, because I've got folks who are texting me going, I went to the Kroger at such and such, and why isn't Gorilla Sauce?
You know what? When they do that,
seriously.
walk in there, go to the manager, and say,
yep.
hey, I'm having to drive clear over to this Kroger to buy Silverback. That's the best way.
Excellent.
Get in there and tell them.
Yep.
Let them know. But Kyler, let them know where we're at real quick.
Yeah, well, you can always find us at www.silverbackgorillin.com. And we're going to have a special code this week. This week's code is Saucy Mama. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. That's what we'll be doing. So when you check out, type in SAUCYMAMA. You'll get the little bundle discount that we have for the show.
That's great.
As well as that, you can always find us in Kroger's. Go ahead and check out our website. We have a list of all the Kroger's we're in. We try and keep that up to date. And if you guys are out in Nevada and California, we're in the Rayleighs out there.
Yeah, hey, do you have to do the www dot?
We had a discussion this week about that. You actually don't. You don't have to type the www. You can just go silverbackgorilla.com. But
Did you hear that, Rob?
It's up to you.
That's directed to the people who are like over 45. Because we still think www. I mean, how sad is that?
Did you hear that, Rob?
That's directed to the big dummies who don't know how to work the computer.
So you want me to get into the story?
Go for
you ready?
it, man.
Okay,
Love
so
it.
last
Love y'all
time.
stories.
All right, so last. I think
I
it
feel
was
like you need to say, gather around, kids.
Come on,
Let
listen
Uncle
in.
Greg and Uncle Rob tell you a story.
We're gonna tell you a
Wait,
story.
Maybe that's kind of creepy. Never mind, kids. Kids go away. Adults,
Yeah.
keep listening.
Yeah, maybe that is a little creepy. Anyway, so we left off on the UPCs last time, and we all know
Yes.
the little debacle we had. Greg had to put all the new UPCs on the bottle. So now we're ready to get into Kroger. Well, the manager who we were talking to said, I'm going to have to pawn you off to Houston, to corporate.
Huh.
So she got rid of us, these guys are for real. So you guys go to get down to Houston. So Rob and I hook up our big old monkey trailer, and we head on down to Houston. And as we're going down, this is kind of funny because we're driving down, and we got this big 24-foot trailer that's wrapped with silverback gorilla sauce, and this car pulls by and starts honking at us. And there was two girls in it. Rob and I are like,
I gotta go. They're checking.
we look good.
We look good.
And then they took off, and we looked at each other, and we're like, we still got it, buddy. We still got it. And all of a sudden we realized,
on the back.
all of a sudden we realized they were giving us thumbs up to the monkey trailer. So,
I love
so
it.
that was actually the first kick in the monkey nuggets on the trip. and so anyway, we got to Houston, and when we got to Kroger, we had no idea what to expect. We thought this guy was going to talk to us, be really nice, friendly, and we thought we were going to get all these North Texas stores and South Texas stores. Didn't quite go that way. He gave us about 5 minutes, and he said, "Boys, I'm giving you one store." He said, "Good luck." Oh,
Wow.
and he said, "By the way, I want you at the Kroger Food Show in 2 weeks. So be ready for that."
But just one store.
One store.
And had y'all done a food show at this point?
No, we hadn't done anything.
Did
So
you even know what it was?
we hadn't done anything. We had no clue what we were doing.
The only thing we knew how to do was make sauce in the backyard. That's all we knew how to do. We barely knew how to put a label on a jar. It was crazy, some of the stuff we did. But anyway, go ahead, Greg.
Well, no, and then he said, "Oh, and I want to make sure you boys know, be careful with those UPCs. You can mess up on those." And we kind of looked at each other. He had no clue we already had messed up on it. We were like, who would do that? Nobody would mess up on UPCs.
We've got a little Leonard Skinner playing in our headset or headphones, so I know that means we're going to break. So stay tuned. When we come back, Greg and Rob are going to finish telling you another one of their zany, wacky stories. I mean, it's a miracle how they're just up and running as well as they are. When you hear some of these funny first-time out starter stories. So anyways, folks, we're so happy to have Silverback Gorilla
Small business
Sauce
struggles.
win us. Yes, the struggles of a small startup. Anyways, we're so happy to have Silverback Gorilla Sauce in studio live here at KEXB 620 AM. We are JP, Kathy, and the crew.
Clear. 620 AM, KEXB. Experts in business in North Texas.
Construction work continues in
All right. That's good stuff. Oh yeah, when Rob goes on Facebook Live, he's gonna crack up. When he goes on Facebook Live and checks that out, he's gonna crack up.
I don't want to mess with it.
Oh, hey, will you wave and say hi to Sally?
Hi, Sally.
Hey, Sally Terrell, and say hello, Mayor Terrell.
Hey, Mayor Terrell. Mayor Terrell.
Mayor Terrell, we're happy you got reelected to the Allen mayorship. Oh, we've got a couple of folks who already shared our video. Excellent.
Share, share, share.
Okay, that picture I'm looking at Facebook Live feed now. That picture of Rob, like he's like a floating head. He's like a floating head. It's hilarious. Okay, I got so in trouble last Friday because I had a doctor's appointment, like where you have to go do blood draw and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, "Have you been fasting?" And I said, "Well, I intended to, but." And I was telling her about that, and I was like, "So I'm going to fail this blood test." You know?
It's going to be
I'm
silverback
like,
sauce.
Yeah, I know. And she was just laughing. She's like, "Oh, Kathy," and I was like, "Seriously, you could? I mean, these huge shrimps." I said, "You couldn't have turned it down. You couldn't have turned it down." She's like, "All right, you know."
Oh, that's right. You did eat.
Oh yeah, because you had the.
Sure.
I mean, I ate a couple of sausage links or sausage little things, and with the pretzels and the sauce, it was so good though.
Those shrimp were huge.
Those shrimp were
Were they
amazing.
good?
And I love the fish and sauce. It was really good in
With
the
the original.
Smokin' Joe.
Was it? Well, you know what? Yeah, it's like a
Because
barbecue. You can
barbecue shrimp.
yeah.
I guess been there and done that, but I didn't even think about it. So good, so good. Oh, tell Gail hi and Susan hi.
Hi, Gail. Hi, Susan.
Marina,
Marina.
Johnny. Who else? Clay. Oh, Bo
Clay.
Carver.
Bob.
Bo Carver.
Bo Carver. Hey, Bo Carver.
Oh yeah. Tell people say tune in tomorrow from 7 to 8
Tune in tomorrow from 7 to 8
a.m.
a.m.
on 6:20 a.m.
on 6:20 a.m.
to the Bo Carver Show.
To the Bo Carver Show.
For some monkey business.
For some monkey business. I like that.
Education Center.
1 minute.
Dedicated to helping
All right.
individuals and families live
Y'all doing
productive
great.
lives. We offer counseling for individuals dealing with depression and anxiety, relationship issues, family adjustment issues, and marriage and divorce counseling. If you have a child 17 or under with a behavior issue or family conflict, contact our office and ask about our special 46 sessions at no charge to the family. For more information, call 972.
Yeah, y'all need to get on Bo's show just to kind of talk about your business. Bo's a hoot.
Are precious.
And I mean, his whole
Does he
show
talk
is
about
monkey
businesses?
business. I don't know if you saw when I was a guest on his show. He has he comes in on Saturday morning and has all these monkeys lined up. And I was a guest co-host the Saturday before Easter Sunday, so I did a sock monkey with bunny ears on it. He's a mess. He and his wife.
So is it monkey business? It's really
Yeah, he does monkey business. Yeah, and he and his wife they do they get the stories for Judge Judy and Hot Bench.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so they,
Oh, that's cool.
They hear
North Texas, 620 AM, KEXB.
Mike's on.
All right. I'm pulling a Matthew McConaughey
There you
again,
go.
man.
Very, very good.
Pearl Jam. Okay, I was such a huge Pearl Jam fan. I saw them in concert 2 nights in a row. One year I saw them. It was either 3 or 4 times, or almost within one calendar year, 3 times, almost 4 within the calendar year, but 2 nights in a row at the same venue. Big old Pearl Jam fan back in the day, still a Pearl Jam fan to this day. And actually my son, he knows me well, for my birthday, my 50th birthday, which was just in December, he went online and got me this cool Pearl Jam t-shirt, you know? So
That's
how cool,
cool.
how
That's
cool
cool.
is that? I just love that. So, and actually, and I need to give CJ a shout out. He's probably listening by now, because Michael's listening. You know, my husband's listening, so CJ would be listening by default. But CJ, congratulations. He's being recognized at St. Mark's Catholic School after church this morning. He has participated in all of the service projects this year at school in 7th grade, so he's getting a special recognition
That's awesome.
today. So
Good job,
congratulations
CJ.
to my son. But let's get back to our Silverback Grill and Sauce guys. Greg, Rob, take it away, gentlemen.
Alrighty. So now we've got our one store. So now we leave. We go take our pictures out in front of Kroger. We are now sauce moguls. Okay. Yeah, we think we are.
Yeah. Rob's like, we think we are.
I think the theme here is persistence. Is what we did. Well, there's a little bit of that too. So anyway, so we did so we get back and we know we got this Kroger food show, which again, we had no clue what we were getting into. But we put a bunch of things together, and we get down there. I think it was a Friday morning, and I think it was for 3 hours. And we walk in, and you got the big boys there. You got like Stubbs, Sweet Baby Ray's, just a little bit of everything. And then here come the Silverback boys. And we set it up. We looked like we knew what we were doing. We really did.
So y'all
had,
looked professional, or y'all had like positive, confident smiles on your face?
I think a little bit of. I think we looked pretty good
Of
that
course,
day.
Rob's like, "Oh, we looked good."
There was Nabisco there. There was Pepsi. I mean, there's Coca-Cola. There's all these name brands. And so, and there's about 60, 70, 80 tables that are all wrapped around. And then here there is, little Silverback over in the corner. But we're trying to sell our sauce to the managers so they'll pick it up at their individual stores.
Well, and that's pretty stellar. You guys are, by association, y'all are hooked up with the big boys.
Well, we.
Okay. Rob's like, we think we are.
Well, it was pretty cool. But again, we had no clue. So Rob was like, we were looking at other tables and they had these order forms, and we were like, we didn't have anything. So Rob goes, go steal one off that table, and then he goes, go get over to Kinko's, and I whited out, put our Silverback on it, got back, we had our purchase order forms right there. Well, it went so well. We by the end of the show, we had 85 stores that purchased Silverbacks. Yeah, so the manager, well, it was pretty wow.
I mean, that's impressive.
It really was.
That's a really big deal. You come there with one store, and you add 84 stores.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Kathy, we had one store, and we're thinking that we're big shots just with the one store. Then we end up with 80, just like Greg said, 85 stores. So we end up leaving there. We go to this little bar right around the corner and just, decompress for 5 minutes. We
decompress, is that what you call?
That's what Rob calls it.
Is that what drinking beer is called? Okay, go ahead, Rob.
Well, yeah, decompress, just in order to get my wits back together. But anyway, so we end up going to the bar. We look at each other and we're like, dude, what do we do now? How the hell are we going to start working with 85 stores? I mean, it was absolutely crazy.
Well,
but everybody loved our product, so it made you feel pretty good about that part anyway.
Absolutely, yeah, Greg.
That's kind of how that story went. I think we decompressed, as Rob says, on a couple beers, and then we continued on my patio with some, sauce mogul dancing, and we had hit the big time, and
we're multimillionaires.
Well, the next morning actually is when it hit us on the patio drinking our coffee.
I love it, Bill.
Next morning we're sitting there and you got to understand Rob moves. We are the tortoise and the hare.
The hare, yeah.
I mean, I'm fast going.
Oh yeah.
And he is slow.
Yeah.
Really slow.
Methodical, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, you're slow and methodical. Y'all make a good pair.
Yeah, we're freaking frack, definitely. No, so the next morning we're sitting on the patio, and we got 85 purchase orders from all the Krogers around North Texas.
Wow.
And we're like, well, wait a minute, how are we going to get it there? Rob lives in Reno, and I live in Plano.
Right, yeah.
Well, of course,
logistics. You're
Rob,
like, okay, what are we doing?
What did you tell me, Rob?
Well, you know what I said? I said, dude, we got this big, beautiful trailer. I said, why don't you start loading all the product in there and start dumping them off at each individual Kroger's? I said, that's what you do. And I didn't, not realizing that they're in a 40, 50-mile radius that they have to drive around and there's only certain times that you can drop off product, and I'm like, I don't care, just go drop it off and go start stuff.
Oh, like drop it off on the front door like the newspaper?
Yeah, he's like, he's just telling me go do it, not realizing, Plano is the size of Reno.
Right,
so,
yeah.
Rob, this is a big, big, big city.
So then what did y'all do?
But he jumps on a plane and goes home. Go ahead, Rob. Go ahead.
No, what I was saying was that, like you said, we end up putting it together, and I tell him what I think is the best thing to do, and then I jump on a plane, and he calls me with a couple days later. He goes, dude, there's no way that we can do this. So anyway, let him know what we do next.
What we did is because we didn't want to burn any bridges, because if you can't take care of the store, you're out, and they don't mess around. So what we
Oh,
did,
yeah.
we picked 15 stores, and those were the stores we're going to demo,
Yep.
and just keep doing them and keep
Yep.
the service up. And that's kind of how we started. And then
Right. And we've got a couple of minutes left. So, yeah, so kind of wrap up this
let,
story.
you know what? Let's wrap it up now. We're going to tell you how to get in touch with us.
And, well, that's great. So,
Kyler?
you're going to leave us hanging.
Yeah,
And
that's
we have to tune
exact-
back in. So, out of 85 orders, y'all decided 15 were going to be
Correct.
where you started, and you're
Correct.
going to make it count. I'm anxious
Correct.
to hear how that went.
It's gonna
Because
be
with you
very-
guys, it's never like, oh, and then we did this, and naturally this happened. It's always like some kind of shenanigans going
Well,
on.
remember the tortoise is in Reno. The hare's here.
Oh, yeah.
And I know nothing about delivery and going through the back door. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is going to be good.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
folks, you'll get to hear the rest of that
Oh, yeah.
story on Friday. But
Okay.
Kyler, go ahead and tell us, how do we get the sauce? Where are you guys going to be?
Okay, real quick. Once again, www.silverbackgorillan.com. W's are up to you. Saucy Mama is the code, and we'll be demoing this week, Friday in Kroger, Independence and Legacy out in Plano from 3 to 7, Beltline and Marsh out in Addison from 3 to 7, Saturday, Custer and El Dorado from 1 to 4 out in Frisco, Capitol Ave and Haskell Avenue from 1 to 4 in Dallas, and then Sunday, Coit and Beltline and Richardson from noon to 3, and Preston and Prosper Trail in Prosper from noon to 3.
Awesome.
Hey.
Well, thank you so much. And Greg, thanks for coming in studio
Thank
and bringing
you
your
so
beautiful
much.
daughter.
Yeah, I got my-
You may hook her
she
up
just
on a
came
couple
home from
internships
Texas
this
State.
summer. I love it.
Texas
San
State
Marcos.
Bobcat.
Well, folks, everybody have a great weekend. And
Bye,
all
Rob.
you moms out there, yeah, hey, Rob. All you moms, have a
Happy
Thank
Mother's
you,
Day.
Rob. Happy Mother's Day. Everybody have a
Get
blessed
gorilling,
one.
you little monkeys.
JT, Kathy, and the crew. Awesome. We're clear.
GG.
Of mind, hands up.
Good job. Thank you, sir.
There you go. Hey.
All right, everybody. Say bye to Greg and Rob.
Bye, Rob. And Rob. Say bye,
The
Rob.
floating head.
The floating
That's the funniest thing. Hey, let's get your daughter. Hey.
A
Bill's
bobcat.
over there.
Hey, how do you do that bobcat thing?
Oh, yeah, eat 'em up, cats.
Eat 'em up, cat.
Yeah, eat 'em up, cats. Very good.
Oh, you see
Oh, you're just, yeah. All right, everybody. Have a blessed week. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day.